Hey, what's going on, everyone? You got the Parkside Merchant here. We're back with another mail opening video here today. If you're new to our channel, welcome aboard. We've got all kinds of exciting and interesting content and cool stuff that we open up on this channel, so please drop a like or comment or subscribe if this sort of stuff interests you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. Very excited for today's mail opening. We've got a package here from Australia, which we've been waiting a very long time for without tracking, which is always a little nerve-wracking, but it's here. And so let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so we're going to start off with this package here. This item here comes from Kentucky. Obviously, very clear instructions to the postal carriers on this one. So hopefully this one will be in good condition, whatever's inside. And for most of this stuff, folks, I have absolutely no idea what's in most of these envelopes. Let's see. Feels like a rock card. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Insect Queen. This is the collector's tin edition. There's obviously been a lot of reprints of this thing over the years, but let's see here. I've got a lamp here, actually. Let's get this like so. Let's see. It looks okay. There's a little bit of, you can see here, let me pull this up. Got some edge wear there at the top. And there's a little bit of a ding there. You can't see this probably on the camera, but it's got a little bit of something going on there on the side. But by and large, you know, it's a pretty clean card. I'll probably do another video about this particular card, just because I feel like Insect Queen is a pretty significant card in the vintage lore. This is the first print of it, and there's a lot of misprints from the tins. Many of these were supposed to be secrets, and they come out with sort of like a, I don't know, some kind of weird, just like misprint, basically. It's sort of like an ultra rare sort of a thing where you get the foil on the back, and then sometimes it's like not all sparkly the way that it's supposed to be. In any case, kind of a fun card. Weevil original there. Definitely one that, you know, I'm very interested in. So I'm going to be probably collecting a couple more of these, sending some to PSA soon. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I'm going to save the Australia one for last because that's going to be sort of our main course. Next up, we've got a package here from California. This one kind of feels like a TCG player order here. Let's see. These envelopes are always a little funky because sometimes people, you know, put stuff in there that's stick it in. Let's see. Oh, look at that. There we go. Another Insect Queen. Let's see. I knew I did buy up a couple of these here recently. This one's in worse shape. It's got some weirdness. That white spot up there is not on the card. That's like tape. But there is a little bit of a ding on the side, unfortunately. These were really cheap pickups, so I'm not super concerned about these. Let's see. Yeah, they're both okay. Maybe not PSA level, but they're okay. All right, next up, we've got a package here from New Jersey. Let's see what we've got here. Oh my, this is going to be interesting. This looks like a real sort of yeoman's job here on the packaging. This is probably going to require a different instrument. Let's go ahead and... It's always really interesting to see some of the very unique and sometimes very ineffective ways that people package stuff. Let's see, did that open up? Oh, okay, let's try this again. There's definitely a raw card in here of some kind. Oh, there we go. All right, well, that must be a free gift because I definitely did not order whatever this thing is. This looks like some modern stuff. I'm not, those of you that watch this channel, you know I'm not super into the modern stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Here we go. Okay. So here's the story on this. There's a bit of a story here. So for those of you that watch this channel, you know that I'm definitely into the Garnicia Elephantis card. And one of the sort of accompanying cards, if you will, or one of the very closely related cards from the vintage lore is the Flying Elephant, which is a modern card by all accounts, right? This is a 2018 print. This was like definitely a fictitious thing for a long time. And so what I must have done here a while ago is I ordered a couple copies of the Flying Elephant, which is, I think, like a secret rare, if I recall correctly, from one of the modern sets. I don't even know what the set is called, to be honest, because it's pretty modern. This person must have sent a couple of free gifts along with that. I don't know anything about these modern cards, so these are probably just junk as far as I'm concerned. We might do a giveaway, maybe, and we can make those cards part of the giveaway because I'm typically not interested in that sort of stuff. So here it is, first edition Flying Elephant. You know, in my opinion, not a very attractive card or artwork. It's a very simple artwork. It's got a very cartoony sort of a look to it, a lot like some of the, Pokemon cards or, I don't know, just it has sort of a cartoony, sort of a funny sort of a look to it. But it's a cool card. It's got a lot of historical significance. My understanding is it may also be somewhat playable. Again, I'm not a huge player of Yu-Gi-Oh any longer, but I do understand that there are a lot of videos out there on the web about this card in particular, and that it may have some playability in the modern game. So, for what it's worth, kind of a fun one. It does. I'll probably look it over. I may grade this. I'll tell you, looking at it right now in the sleeve, it looks pretty good. Let me just take this guy out real carefully here. Hang on a second. Oh no. Don't you hate that? Check that out. Can you see this? Ooh, there we go. Wait. There's a little bit of a ding on that edge. You can see that now, I bet. I don't really know. I mean, it depends on... You can see it's just how it was cut. It's not like a binder ding or anything like that. Otherwise, this guy looks pretty clean on the front. Let me just bring the lamp over here. I gotta work on my lighting here, folks, so bear with me. Again, we're still on the ground floor of this YouTube channel. I'm gonna get better at this sort of stuff as we progress, but let me just try to do this better here. Okay, there we go. All right, so this does look very nice on the front. I'm not seeing a whole lot of issues. The centering is okay. On the back, all right, I don't know if you can see this very nicely on the camera, but it is a very clean back, folks. There's not a lot of issues as far as I can tell. That's probably in the pecking order of what we've seen today. I think that guy outranks the Insect Queens as far as likelihood of getting sent out to PSA. All right, next up we've got something from New Jersey. And I think the last one was also, nope, never mind. There was something from New Jersey, I think, in this batch. Let's see. All right, let's get this opened up. What do you folks think of, the Flying Elephant card? What are your opinions about it? Any of you are modern players, people that still play the game? Is that a playable card? Is it broken? Is it fun? Is it cool? Is it something that you also enjoy from the vintage lore? Drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you think. We've got another raw card here. You can see somebody used a priority mail mailbox to do their cardboard cutout. Always a clever way of using Postal Service's free resources. Although I think they mailed that via priority mail, or first class, which supposedly you can use the USPS stuff however you want as long as you're shipping it with the priority mail designation. Whoop, there we go. Okay, I'll get this lamp out of the way here. All right, we got a raw card. Let's look at the back. Let's start with the back. It's okay. PSA is pretty tough, so I don't know. Maybe in the old days that would be like a You know how they said you could have one or two like minor perfections? Maybe that in the old days could swing a 9 or a 10. Whatever this is, I don't think we're going to be that lucky with it. And the card is, oh, look at that, another Insect Queen. Too bad, because the front looks really good on this one. You know, there's some issues with the lettering at the top. You can see it's got some like deterioration of the font. PSA sometimes has mixed opinions about that. Meaning you could have like a deteriorating font sometimes, like on a letter, and it'll still swing a pretty good grade. I've got one or two graded cards that look like that are like 10s that have just like a little bit of erosion on the font up at the top. Okay, good. Well, we'll see if maybe I'll look over those 3 again, and then maybe decide to send out one of them. I'm probably not going to send all 3 of those, just because none of them look like they're really in great gradable condition. So it's too bad, because I like that card a lot, and they're pretty cheap pickups raw still. So okay, here we go. Last item. This is our main course, folks. So this package came all the way from Australia. Took forever. This thing took an eternity to get here. There was no tracking, and it's a little nerve-wracking, but it was a good pickup. It's a card that, for those of you that follow this channel, you know that I'm a big fan. It's from Australia, which is kind of fun. And no, it is not the big koala, despite what some of you might be expecting. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. This is a graded card, folks. All right, here we go. Grand reveal. You can kind of see it, so it's already sort of spoiled, but I'm going to cut it out anyway so that everybody can have some suspense. All right, here we go. Now, I will tell you, well, actually, I'll say this after we get this opened up. Well, let me get it open first. So, okay, here we go. There we go. The Chase card from Metal Raiders, folks. First edition, Garnetia Elephantis. Fan favorite right there. Everyone loves that card, right? Real classic. I mean, it is a really OG card, folks. And I get there's a lot of people that knock this card. They give it a hard time. They get all sad and frustrated when they pull it from the Metal Raiders packs and the boxes. For me, this is like epic nostalgia. I had so many of these things. Unlimited, unfortunately, when I was a kid. Just so many unlimited elephants when I was a kid. It's so cool now to have these first edition Gem Mint 10. I've gotten in the practice recently of every time I purchase a PSA card, I will literally go to the registry and I will type in the code, right? Number 1, to make sure that it is authentic and that it's real. So we'll do a quick recap here of what we pulled from today's mail opening. This was kind of our main course, the real heavy hitter here from today's opening. We had a couple of Insect Queens from the collector's tins, and then we had 1 copy of the Flying Elephant. Okay, so I think that's going to do it here, folks. Thanks again for your time. Feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe if this is the kind of stuff that interests you. And stay tuned for more original content about the vintage Yu-Gi-Oh market. Thanks again, folks. This is the Parkside Merchant. Appreciate your time.